Today we have Mr. Piyush Khaitan with us. He is an avid aerophilatelist with a phenomenal collection of postage stamps and airmails dating nearly a century, which will give you a window into the history of Indian airmails. Mr. Khaitan also boasts of one of the world's largest collections of Air India memorabilia and is soon hoping to get certified by the Guinness World Book of Records. Thank you so much for being here, Mr. Khaitan. We're so happy to have you.
A pleasure.
Mr. Khaitan, you've been invested in aerophilately for nearly 13 years now. What makes the Indian airmail so fascinating?
India was the first country in the world to carry letters by air. This fact is not very popularly known, but 18th February 1911 is when a plane flew from Allahabad to Naini across the Yamuna River, and that was the first airmail flight in the world. Secondly, I think just the expanse and the geographical location of India was like a halfway house. You know, Britain had colonies in Australia, the Dutch had colonies in Indonesia, the French had colonies in Indochina. All these flights had to pass through India and had to stop in India. So airports, air infrastructure, airlines were hugely developed. And thirdly, in India itself, even before, I'm talking about 1940s and 50s, there were more than a dozen different airlines flying, all carrying mail. So all in all, it's an absolutely fascinating subject.
Which has been your most historical find yet from this collection?
I have a cover which was meant to be the first cover to fly around the world by air. And this was in 1937, which included a transatlantic leg on the Zeppelin. So this cover started from America, and this is the first time that the Pacific was completely linked with the Asian continent. And it came to India, and then from India, it went to Germany. And it has a linkage with the coronation of King George VI, which actually enabled it to theoretically make it on time for the flight. But then, of course, we all know of the crash of the Hindenburg, which therefore meant that the cover could not fly on the Zeppelin. And this is perhaps the only known cover in the world with a connection to India, to the royal wedding, and to the crash of the Hindenburg. So that's something that I treasure in my collection.
Wonderful. Must be marvelous to just hold it in your hand and see, wow, I have something like this.
It is indeed.
Yes. If you were to list a few of your personal favorites from your collections, which one would it be?
So for me, my favorite flight, my favorite stamp, and my favorite set of covers is the 1948 Air India Bombay-London flight. This was a unique event in world philately. The government of India issued a special postage stamp to commemorate this event, and that stamp was valid only for use on mail carried that day on that flight. That's it. So it's a very interesting event, and I have built a collection of 250 different postal articles, each one different in one aspect or the other, which went on that flight. So it's something that I enjoy. In fact, I have exhibited as well on that flight. It's clearly a favorite with me.
A word of advice you would give to other aerophilatelists who are building on their own collection?
Okay, so I think many things. First of all, please read, research, talk to other collectors. It is such an exciting field. The moment you see something, you'll want to buy it. And before you know it, you've spent a lot of money because some of these items are very expensive. But please read first. That's one. Second is there is an absence of documentation or a lack of documentation on Indian airmails, particularly after World War II. So if you take 1946 onwards, and that's a very romantic era, particularly 46 to 53. So please go deep and specialize into that and do collect Air India. It's something that we as a nation are proud of. For 30 years, it was the finest airline in the world, all through the 60s, 70s, 80s. And it has a huge philatelic history as well.
Thank you so much, Mr. Khaitan. Such a pleasure having you with us today. And I firstly want to wish you all the very best for the Guinness record. I'm sure it's going to be there behind you somewhere, hanging or on your bookshelf very soon. And for everyone else who want to see at least a fraction of what Mr. Khaitan does, you can go on his website. It's indianairmails.com. From there, you can also go and explore his Air India collection, which is fabulous.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.